Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's me, Buddy X. Today is an educating video. If y'all all didn't know, I am considered now, because I got a certificate saying I'm a professional musician. Meaning that I can play any instrument you would give me, although woodwinds, not my thing. I don't do woodwinds. Strings, percussion, bass, all that I can do. But since I'm a professional, I want to tell you the real meaning behind music and what is music. Okay, so I'm trying to find a good place to prop y'all up because it is almost literally was raining and stuff. Don't know where I can pop y'all up at. To the point y'all can see me. I'm just gonna hold it. Fuck it. Alright. Okay. Music is sound with a melody and a rhythm to it. But people really didn't know this. Singing is music. Singing is an instrument that you use from your voice. Something that you keep communicating with. You're using your voice as an instrument. That's why you got alto, soprano, bass, all that. You got all that. That's considered music. You got an alto, it's a sax, alto tuba, alto clarinet. It's the sounds that you can make. Singing alto, singing bass, soprano, all that. You're using the volume from your pitch, from your voice. So saying if you can sing high and go from alto, soprano, and all that, and then exceed higher than that, your voice, you're changing the pitch of your tone. And when you sing, there's some people that use breath singing and uses breath to exterminate their singing. I don't recommend it because using breath is very hard to make a perfect pitch and have that breathiness to it. The reason why singers use breath is to make their songs more depressing and have that emotional roller coaster to it. Because you see, us bass, because I'm a bass singer, I can sing alto, soprano, and all that if I wanted to. But for us, we use breath to tone down. Because if you look on a human body, in your mouth, you got your tongue, and then you got a soft piece that goes right in here. You smell, you're opening up your airway to make your pitch louder. And then you keep it closed, you're condensing and using a lot of breath. So when you go ah, it goes oh. It's just the way your lips are. When you want to do a riff and you're going upwards to it, usually the last one is an A in the alphabet, and the lowest note people go to is an O. And then oh, and then this makes the tone in the voice. Also, when you're singing, certain days helps. One day you sing, you might sound very terrible, and the next day you can sing perfect. And that's why most voice coach keeps y'all for at least 5 weeks to see where you're at and how you're progressing before they really want you to pay again for another 5. When I do music scales and stuff, I start from the lowest note possible and then work my way up until I can exceed to my limit. Most limits that people can exceed is scratchy if you're not used to it. And then once you get built up used to it, it loses that scratch tone to it. It makes it more quality, more up there, more music. And then when you're also singing, you want to keep your voice built up. You want to just calmly push your voice out. You don't want to make it exceed. Rappers, they keep their voice to a limit. They usually talk in music. Talking in music is just keeping the beat, just making it steady, just follow me. That's all they're doing. They're just keeping a beat with their voice. Music, you just have to have that groove. He played the fourth in in the fifth. That's what music is when it comes to singing. People think a song and music are two different things. A song is nothing but music with a tonical voice deleted. Music is just an instrumental playing or instrumental sound that has a rhythm to it. Singing, you can have a rhythm. Rapping, you have a rhythm. Anything that uses a musical tone has a rhythm to it. And that's what people don't really pay attention to. People don't really understand it. It's very important. It's very up there. It's very steady. It's very complicated. Okay, so I got singing out of the way. Now I'm on mute to something you're gonna hear me talk a lot about in next education videos. My favorite instrument that is strings is guitars. I know a lot about them. I played guitar for 10 years. When I was 3, yeah. Actually 4 is when I started playing it. So yeah, 10 years. The first guitar instrument that I played was acoustic. Moved to electric, bass, and ukulele. Ukulele is considered a guitar in the guitar family of strings. It is a strings instrument. There's one guitar that's not really considered a string instrument, but it has strings to it, and I don't know why. They consider it percussion. And they changed it this year. It's considered strings. But years ago, the electric guitar was considered symmetric. Could I use it as an amp? Now they have electric guitars that don't use an amp to make it considered a string instrument. Acoustic was the first ever guitar. And y'all probably wondering, why didn't I say banjo? Banjo is a guitar, yes it is. But the problem with it, acoustic's 4, electric 6, acoustic 6, ukulele's 4, bass is 4, and I believe the banjo's 5 to 3. I don't have a banjo here. I have electric, acoustic, and a bass. And a ukulele. My buddy has a banjo. But, when you're doing guitar, you tune it using the tuners that's above the neck and all that. And you got the phrases on the neck. Everyone knows the phrases, but do they know the guitar phrase? Because when you're playing electric, you want to do riffs. That's all you want to do. You want to grind it. Electric guitar wasn't originally made to grind. It wasn't made to use walk. It was made to use an upbeat. First acoustic guitar, when acoustic was made for country music only. Then they turned it into blues and jazz. Didn't nobody really pay attention to that. But when we do acoustic music and then we do electric, the electric guitar has that toning to it that makes it want to be normal, and then it has that grinding evil feeling to it. And I'm gonna be playing my next hit song on the electric, probably either today or tomorrow. Do not know. But I like the electric. The electric guitar is one of my favorite instruments to play. And I'm a pro guitarist. I can grind. I can actually play it. I did on my other channel playing the guitar, and I played it like a fool because I don't want nobody to know how capable I am and ask for guitar lessons, because I learned the guitar by playing it and watching people play. I learned how to sing from watching people sing and stuff. Then I went to go get my certification. I nailed it. I got 100, what is an A+ on certification for being a pro musician. You give me an instrument, and I can play it. That's pretty much what that means. Woodwinds. I'm never going to play woodwinds instrument. Don't ask me to play woodwinds. I'm not going to do that. Bass. I will. I will play bass because I'm a tuba player. Tuba I can nail. Trumpet, I might have that problem to it. But music is just quality and sound. Without music, you don't have much to do, much to listen to. And that's what people don't take in consideration. Okay, moving down the line, we went from singing to a strings instrument. We're going to move to another strings instrument called piano. The piano is an instrument that is used to significate sound into a melody. The piano was made to keep a melody beat for choirs and voice technicians. That's why when someone's practicing singing, they have a piano. The piano is a strings instrument. People says it's percussion. No, it's not. It's built with strings inside of a plastic box. The first ever piano was made out of cardboard back in 1772. The piano was known as being a very, very quiet instrument. And then they moved on to using organs. Organs was made back in the medieval times. An organ is not a piano. Don't get those two mixed up. Although an organ looks like a piano, the organ is made for rhythm. That's all it is, not melody like the piano is. Organ is more like the bass pianos, if you want to call it a piano. But it's not considered a piano. It's not considered a federal instrument or anything like that. It is actually considered being a instrument that people likes and stuff. And what is very tough about pianos and all that is that don't nobody take in consideration when they're playing it. They want to use riffs and use more than one note at a time. Using one note and then two notes makes it sound better, so try that. Now the next instrument is bass. Bass would be the last instrument I'm really going to talk about. And I'm going to talk about the main bass instrument first. Me, the tuba. The tuba is an instrument that is very, very low. I have one with me. I'm going to show y'all that. And I'm going to play it for y'all. It is something that I like, something I love to actually play. I play it every single day to get practice in. And the tuba is a hard instrument because there's only 3 valves. You pretty much pressing to make it have that tone quality. And it's hard. The tuba is known as being a deep bass instrument. Then it moves on to the trombone and trumpet. French horn is a brass instrument, but it's not a bass. Because if you consider it a bass instrument, it's way too high pitched. It's way over trumpet. It doesn't have that bass. Bass guitar is a bass instrument. Trumpet is not. Trumpet plays in treble clef. Tuba, bass drum, trumpet, and those are, I believe, the only bass instruments right now that I can really say. But brass, you see anything that's made out of pretty much brass. And that's all I'm gonna really say. Thank y'all guys for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.